Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 44 of Prison Architect version 2. And what we're basically doing is just getting ready to wrap this series up, but we're going to do our best over the next two videos to attempt to get as close to finishing these two grants as possible. We actually have a new death row inmate. I hadn't even noticed they had snuck in. And we also have one who is ready for execution. So what we'll be doing is come nightfall we will be having ourselves a barbecue. So we're just getting ready to get all of the utilities fitted so we can get the power on in the kitchen. That shouldn't take too long, hopefully. Don't think anything is going to short out because we're not going to have two things connecting to one another. Should be fine. Could get a pipe valve in here so we could turn that off if we needed to. I don't think that we ever really need to do that. We've been very, very good in terms of not having riots and things like that happen to us, so that is absolutely fine. We do want to set up... Why aren't all these utilities in yet? Are we just missing one cable somewhere? Is this thing not turned on? I mean, it looks like it should be. There's power cables in there and everything's connected up. Switch on. It's instantly switching off. Utilities. Okay, so we have a problem then. Maybe you just can't handle the load, which I suppose is a valid proposition. Because you are trying to run a lot of cookers. So let's just go spend a load of money, get some capacitors put on, then we'll try and turn it on and see what happens. So let's just go and speed things back up again. It is now night time, but people are not in lockup yet. So we certainly want to wait until lockup's done. And then we'll see if we can get this kitchen online. If we can do that, and then we'll set this to run these dorms, really. So we're just waiting for the workmen, basically. I don't think they've got anything else to do right now, so we should see them relatively quickly. And they're already starting to arrive. So once we get some of these capacitors in, we might actually be able to turn the power on and work all of these ovens. Okay, they're doing that quite quickly now. So if we switch on... There we go, yeah. It was just the fact that it didn't have quite enough power. Utilities, we need power going into the boiler. And then that will basically be up. So it is sleep time. Before we do anything else, before I forget, I do want to do a couple of things. So first of all, let's go ahead and hire 4 more cooks. We also want to go into deployment, and we can assign a guard to the canteen. We also want to make sure that we have some prison labour assigned to the kitchen. And in food distribution, do you know what? I guess you can serve those cells as well. I mean, you don't really need to, because there's going to be quite a lot of people in the dormitories. I really did want you just doing the dorms, but if we could assign maybe this one. Yeah. And then this one will do that cell and the rest of the dormitories. That should be okay. So let us go ahead and sort of start our execution, really. I can't remember how we do this now. Do we find the guy? It's this one. It's Vintar Fires. So let's have a look at this guy. Show his rap sheet. He's 42 years old. Pleaded not guilty to murder, aggravated assault, torture, armed robbery. Yeah, so he's not getting off anytime soon. He's on death row. Let's go ahead and schedule his execution. Is now underway. So we need to authorise the lockdown and test the facility. We've actually left the power on there after last time. Let's go ahead and just run at max speed. There's a certain point where it goes down to speed 2 and you can't really do anything other than that. But we're just trying to get everybody locked down. This is a strange thing that this time of night people still aren't all in their cells yet. It's like 2 AM. The guy's actually got this nickname as well. He's slippery. We want to try and get everybody into their cells. Once everybody's locked down, we're good. So we are going to assemble the execution detail. See, the game goes down to speed 2 now. There isn't really anything else that I can do about that. It's impossible to put it up to speed 3, I think. Yeah, you can't put it on speed 3 when you're actually running the execution. So we're assembling the execution detail, which is basically the warden, the chief, and the priest or spiritual leader. So we can see we're just waiting for the spiritual leader to arrive, making his way in through the staff room. Chances are that the warden and the chief will already be there, because they will get there quite quickly. We've also got to escort witnesses to the facility. That's only on 1% actually. I'm not too sure. Oh, here's a witness now. So who are you exactly? You're not going to let me have a look, are you, to see who you are? So you're just coming past the top of the yard. I'd like to be able to click on you and see who you are. There you are. So you're the victim's family. Okay. So there's the warden and the chief. The spiritual leader has now arrived, so that is complete. So we've just got to wait for the witness to get down here into... Well, there's another witness as well. So who is that one? You are the guy's ex-wife, as well as more of the victim's family. Oh, his mother's there as well. Okay. Well, they've got ringside seats. Escort the prisoner to the facility. I love how the fact that neither the warden nor the chief... I mean, the warden I can potentially understand. But the fact that the chief doesn't have keys and has to wait for the doors to be unlocked is quite ridiculous, really. But they are all going to get down to the execution chamber. We could have probably done with putting a door on this side, actually, just so people could have got into it a little bit quicker. But I guess it's fine, really. This will give us quite a bit more additional money, though, which we'll be able to use to build those last few dormitories. Not too sure how many of those dormitories we're going to get built over the next 1.5 videos, but we'll do our best. I'm not necessarily concerned about the one that involves me getting the number of prisoners. Let's just open that door for them. What I'd like to do, though, is get the education one done, but I really don't think that is going to happen. So he's in the chair. Let's authorise. And that is now finished. Let's just go ahead and dismiss everybody. Then all we have to do is clean up the mess. And get the final report. So that's $10,000 for that one. Let's go and switch that off. Okay, so that's that done. We've got another guy whose clemency is at 21%, so there might be another execution before we've finished. Everything in here seems to... Oh, we haven't got the sprinklers connected up. Forgot about that one. So, small pipes. Let's just go and connect up the sprinklers. That should be all done. And in fact, what we can do, and I think what we will do... I actually think I already suggested this. Let's go ahead and grab utilities. We'll put those remaining capacitors on here. And we will have those capacitors working the other... Sorry, we'll have this power station working the other dormitories that we are about to build. We've increased our capacity significantly, though. So we should probably go ahead and put our capacity up to something like, I don't know, 260 maybe? So that'll be a lot of money coming in. Still no more death row guys on the way in yet, but that's fine. So let's go ahead and build another foundation on this side. And in fact, let's just go ahead and get all of these built. There's no reason not to. Objects, jail door, so one there. Trying to line these up is quite tricky. I do sit slightly side onto my monitor as well, which makes things a little bit awkward. No, that's on the wrong side anyway. They need to be on the north side. So let's not do it. See, you right-click to cancel, and you cancel the building of the entire thing. So let's go ahead and build that again. And we want materials. We want not materials. We want objects. We want large jail doors, and one there, one there. Like I said, it doesn't really matter because as long as it's just a corridor, really. But there's the jail doors put in. We can go back up to speed 3 now, of course, because we're no longer running that execution, so that's okay. So all of these things should get built pretty quickly. Down to 15,000. We might run another lockdown this evening. No, not a lockdown, a shakedown. Always worth doing that every now and again. We still haven't finished the wall. I would like to do the full length of the outer. Even if we don't get the inner wall done, I would like to get the outer wall done. That'll be quite expensive though. We'll see how much money we get when the next lot of prisoners come in. But it's lunchtime, so we're definitely not going to bother doing the shakedown until evening comes anyway. And obviously we'll want to get ourselves another dog patrol on this side. So let's go ahead and we might as well set that up now. So we want dog patrol going all the way around here. A bit tricky to see where the wall ends, but that should do the trick. Get a dog on that patrol route, that'll be fine. Screwed up here slightly, because our foundation should also include that outer wall. Slightly too short. Deployment. Unlocked. And that one. I'm glad someone, I can't remember, again, apologies, because what I usually do is I read the comments and then it'll be a week later when I record the video and I never make notes of who left details in the comments. So whenever somebody gives me a really good tip, I apologise, and I do remember the tip and I absolutely appreciate it, but I can usually never remember who it was that gave me the tip. But it was an eagle-eyed viewer that pointed out to me that it was possible to set buildings as unlocked. This one's now unset because we just removed the wall. But setting a whole block as unlocked will automatically keep all of the doors open, which is absolutely fantastic when you're trying to build something, because you don't have to mess around with getting the guards to constantly open the doors to let the workmen in and out, because that is an absolute pain in the neck. So let's go ahead with our planning and remove the planning that is there. And again, we've got to do a little bit of cloning here, but that should be quite quick now. So we'll go ahead and clone the boiler area. We'll go ahead and clone this area, including the solitary. And then what we'll do is we'll just grab the cells in twos. 1, 2, 3, 4. And apart from getting the utilities put in, that'll pretty much be that done. So the water boiler needs to go in there. One thing we didn't do, I think, in deployment is, oh, we did set that as staff only, that's fine. Utilities, so we're going to need power. But what we're going to do for this one is the power's going to run from this block. So where did we have the power running last time? Just below the wall. So let's have the power running right across there. We had the water pipe. We'll do the same thing. We'll get the water pipe running along those walls there. We'll put another pipe valve on the outside. These have got to run through to the toilets. And then toilet, 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 because they only need cold water. Shower needs hot and cold. I don't know if I still haven't worked out whether showers need hot and cold, because I think you can get away with just putting cold pipes in. You can probably get away with just putting hot pipes in as well. Obviously we need hot pipes running from the boiler. Those hot pipes are going to go down to the radiators. So let's go ahead and get those put in, even though the radiators aren't in yet. We'll just get them in as quick as possible. And then finally we'll just get the showers put in. And unless I've cocked up somewhere, that should be that block pretty much done. Apart from assigning the camera, so we're okay with that. It's 3 AM, but I think we will do a shakedown. Obviously we have a lot more places to search now because we're building the prison even larger. Finding a lot of, we've been doing a lot of construction. We found 2 hacksaws, 5 screwdrivers, 5 pairs of shears, 5 hammers and 3 power drills already. Not to mention 2 bottles of poison, 8 bottles of alcohol, 12 packets of cigarettes, a pair of scissors, 7 bottles of medicine, a syringe, 2 spoons, 6 forks, 6 knives, 3 shanks. I mean, come on. We've got metal detectors on, like, all of the sort of important rooms, so I'm surprised that stuff keeps getting in and out, but, you know, these are prisoners who want to escape. They always seem to find ways to smuggle things in and out of places that they shouldn't. And somebody else did comment on a video recently as well, and once again I can't remember who it was, so I do apologise, but I think it was a name I didn't recognise, so, you know, potentially one of my newer viewers, or at least one of my more silent observers. But did point out the fact that it just tells you that you've got prisoners with serious complaints, but doesn't actually tell you what those sort of complaints are, you know. So why did my prisoners complain? I mean, they're in prison, of course they've got complaints. You know, that's what prison's about. You're not here. It's not a holiday camp. You're not here for a good time. You know, you can't pander to their every need. I know I haven't ever really looked on this. What's it under? Is it room quality? I've never really bothered with this. I mean, most of my rooms are way under quality anyway. If you actually look, a lot of these prisoners deserve a much higher. Because look, we've got no. Got a bookshelf, no office desk, no shower head. So you want me to have individual office desks, individual showers, TVs, and radios, and a chair. Occupant entitled to grade 7. I mean, we do have some slightly better ones over here, which are the ones that we built the TV in. But even the ones with the TV in only go up to a 6. Apparently this prison is entitled to a grade 10. I mean, come on now. No one's put showers in each individual cell. I mean, these ones that we've got the TVs in, I guess we could go ahead and put in a radio, and we could go ahead and put in a chair, but sometimes it just really isn't worth the effort. That said, though, we seem to have found another tunnel. Now, again, that one could be a false alarm. But it is quite close to some... it is quite close to some toilets. So it is possible that there is a tunnel in there somewhere. We're just about to go ahead and have a bit of a search. Oh, did queue both of these toilets up to be searched, didn't I? Or did I daydream it? Maybe it's a false alarm, because you know they do happen. Doesn't look like we found anything there, so that probably was a false alarm. Like, all of our guards are busy at the moment anyway. Someone found with a screwdriver in the canteen. So we've got another CCTV up here, which as yet is not connected. Let's go ahead and connect that up to the new CCTV monitor, if we can click on that and not the guard. So let's get that connected up just in advance. Still going to take them a while to get the rest of the utilities online there. We've got enough money to actually start the second block. So we'll probably get straight on and do that, actually. So let's go in and use our cloning tool. As we've already got this selected, what I'm just going to do is go straight in and just go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll do the same up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Burning through our money, but it'll all come back to us quite quickly. I was already on cloning. So we want the area with the boiler in, so that's going to be in both rooms. Of course, we still have to put the boiler in manually, so it's a little bit of a waste of time. And we want the solitary blocks as well, so one there and one there. Utilities. Do we have enough to put all the utilities in? Barely. To get those in. At the very least, we want the electricity in. Electricity runs underneath the wall. So let's get electricity running through there. Let's also run this up and get it running through there. And we're now down to like 4,000, which is not great. So we want to have the water pipes running all the way through here. These water pipes are relatively cheap, so that's not too bad. We'll run that down to there. And we'll have a couple of flow taps. So that should all be done quite quickly. This area is still locked open. It's fine though, because they've not finished yet. I mean, again, we're making 24 grand a day now. We've also got room to take in a lot more prisoners. We can probably go up to something like 280. The reason I'm not going right up to my maximum capacity is because, obviously, some of our cell capacity is reserved for death row. Some of our cell capacity is reserved for protective custody. We only have 6 death row cells, and we only have 6 protective custody cells. So I guess technically we could go up to like 288. Well, could go up to 208, about 291 really, but we're not going to bother with that. I don't mind too much. Obviously, we're increasing our capacity really quickly by building the dormitories. And hopefully what will also happen by doing the dormitories is, because we will have many more prisoners, we should also have more people that are interested in doing this foundation education course. We haven't got the hot water yet because they still haven't quite finished installing all of the pipes. We probably should hire some more workers, but I don't really see the need to do that. Anyway, we've gone over the 20-minute mark. We've got one video remaining. It doesn't look like we're going to get up to the full 500 capacity or complete the Reform Through Education initiative, but we'll carry on with the next video, and I will give my thoughts on the game itself. And yeah, so thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you're still enjoying Prison Architect. I'll see you on the next and final video. So until then, goodbye for now.